Sovereignty. Sovereignty is what I believe is the purpose for why I am here. Other than working out and allowing people to understand that they are God, because this is the truth. And when we start to look and unleash the God inside us, we begin to do what the Creator wanted us for us to do. The Creator wanted us to express the creation that is the Creator. That is you in this life. So the most important thing about sovereignty for me, my purpose, is that I always, always, always believe that most behaviors, most problems are all to do with the way we've encoded information that has caused a resonant trauma within ourselves. And because that happened, we literally stopped the flow in that part of our essence in time. And part of sovereignty is learning to go in and open up all those spaces so that they can be reunited back to your sovereign space, so that you begin to flow with ease in the direction that you want to be. You cannot carry boulders with you, which is literally what those traumas are. And that is what weighs you down, because as boulders move, what do? They gather moss or they gather mud. And as the river slows down, more mud, more mud, more mud. Yes, it's a perfect analogy for aging. Yeah, the more we have mud, the more slow we'll go. Yeah, so it makes sense that we would want to actually not have that. We would want to be in flow. And sovereignty is all about understanding this very deeply. It is about understanding that when we walk the path of the wise woman, we know at its very heart, at its center, at its core, that we are not solid. At its core, at our core, that we are pure flow. And we can be dense flow or we can be light flow, but we are flow. And it's up to us to decide how that flow is going to be. That's sovereignty. When we decide how we're going to live our life, whether we're going to undo those boulders and we're going to unleash the energy that's inside, that's our choice. If we decide that we're going to listen to somebody and have them influence us and make us unhappy, then that's our choice. If we are airy, fairy, flighty, can't bring down ideas, then that too is our choice. Sovereignty is really about having choice, about understanding that there are various different levels of flow within us that will have different kinds of boundaries. So if we think about mental boundaries, how many of you know that you can be easily persuaded? You just need to have a tipple or two, and you probably will go and do or say things that you probably wouldn't do normally when you have your guards up. So we know that we can cause our mental place to be intruded upon in sovereignty. So we have to learn how to pay attention to things that are coming in, whether they're internally generated from our own thinking or externally generated. And that's important because we need to know what belongs to us and what belongs to somebody else. Yeah, we need to kick out what belongs to somebody else. We can use what belongs to somebody else, but we cannot allow somebody else to live in our space. So part of my journey was learning how to do this, learning how to unleash my soul, how to find a space that I could walk in my sovereignty and be sovereign over my domain. Now, Of course, men can learn to walk this path too. And you don't have to become a woman to do it. But you do have to understand fundamentally that we are both women and men. That is why we were created with thought and feeling. So it's about balance, using the beautiful skills that we have, the things that nature endowed with us, so that we can learn to work with it. So in the case of men, they may not be able to access feelings very well. So it's about learning how to do that and find a reference point for memory, for understanding that kind of information, because there isn't a code for that. For women, it may be learning how to modulate her emotions so that she's able to think things through in a different way. It's just different in the way we have our own challenges. But our name helps us. Our name guides us. The way we are channels us. And this is my work. This is the work that I came here to do. To help people be well, to be healthy, to be happy. Because when you are happy, you resonate. You resonate with the whole of the universe. And you become the totality of who you are. And you help everybody else to do that too. Thank you for listening.